Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. So me and Evan joined when the server was empty. We built a arena to knife fight because we were bored and there was nothing else to do outside of spawn. Eventually, another guy, Keithy D, joined, and he went off and did his own thing for a while. Eventually, he came back and said that he kind of was bored and wanted a kind of gun battle. So we started kind of casually exchanging gunfire. Like he'd drive up, take a few shots, and like we'd shoot back a little bit, and he'd drive off. We'd chase him or whatever, and yeah, it'd just shoot back and forth a little bit, run up and down the street.
We were just having fun, you know?
Yeah, just having fun. It was the three of us on the server. I think at this point, the admin may have joined, but he seemed AFK.
He was just
It was
standing
still
around.
in spawn. So we carry on this gun battle. Eventually, the admin comes on. He goes as a cop, and he comes into this gun battle, and he gets shot dead basically. I don't exactly remember how it happened the first time, but he got shot.
Pretty sure he came up to me and did the whole "you're under arrest" thing.
Oh yeah, that was it. He tried to arrest you, but he didn't see that I was taking cover in an alleyway in the side. So I walked up behind him with a Mac-10. It was an active gun battle. The bloods were shooting down the street towards us. We were shooting back down the street.
Blood.
It was just a short lull in the fighting where we were reloading that this cop kind of came and ran out and ran up behind Evan in the middle of the street and tried to arrest him. I ran up behind the cop, shoot him dead, and we go back to the gunfight. I don't remember whether we killed the guy or he drove off. I think he drove off.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he got in his car, drove off.
Which we shot at his car whilst he was driving away. Because
we shot his car while he was driving away because that's what we have been doing.
Just for clarification, at this point, the gun battle had been going on for about 20 minutes. Yes. So both parties had died several times, but because both parties knew we were in a gun battle, we were just continuing on with it.
It was pre-agreed. It was effectively a gang war. There were hardly any people on the server. There was nothing else to do.
Also,
wouldn't do it on a full server.
Also, the knife arena that we'd made previously to this, once it got to about 4 or 5 people on the server, we deleted it.
Yeah, when the fourth person joined, we deleted it, and gun battle was kind of starting off around this point anyway, so we started doing that instead.
Yeah.
So anyway, back to the cop. So he got shot dead the first time after trying to arrest Evan. I believe. Then the battle somehow. We were walking around how the battle was going is we were just kind of walking around the area. Then the blood was coming up, parking his car, using it for cover, taking a few shots, and driving off mostly. And we'd return fire. So we were kind of just walking around. Evan walks around the side of the PD and the cop's there, and he tries to arrest him. Considering we haven't died at this point, he is breaching NLR because he had previously been in a fight with us and lost. So he hadn't seen me at this point because I was hidden behind the wall of the PD because Evan had gone first. So I type /mug, jump out from behind the wall, shout, "This is a mugging, drop money."
I think it was 5k.
Yeah, I think I just shouted 5k. Drop 5k. He pointed his gun at me. I started shooting. Evan pulled out his gun.
Oh, also
started shooting.
When Robin said this is a mugging, drop 5k, he didn't have his gun out. And then he pulled his gun out and pointed it at us, which is failing fair RP.
It is. Ben's quite right, they did. So we win that battle again. There's two Mac 11s.
It was 2-on-1. You know, it's
two guys with Mac 11s at close range. He didn't really stand much of a chance. Honestly. So then the gun battle moves again down the street towards the
mechanic.
Repair shop, the mechanic.
I'm pretty sure at this point I'd parked my car in front of the mechanic to stop the guy we were having a fight with.
Yeah, that was it.
Getting in there and repairing it. He was right down the end of the road next to his car, taking pot shots at my car. So I started taking pot shots at his car.
Yeah, I ran off, hid in an alleyway, and was preparing to take a pot shot. Then this cop runs out from. It'll be the.
I think
it'll be towards the car shop, the car sales shop, down the road towards Evan, and arrests him. And he doesn't. It goes to arrest him again, and doesn't see me.
Once again,
hidden. This time I pull out. I think I had my LMG this time out.
And I don't know why he kept going for me as well.
No, I don't know. I think he just saw you first every time, honestly. Yeah. So we went for Evan. I shot him dead with my LMG. I took a few more shots at the blood. He got in his car again, drove off again.
Up towards the Shell gas station, I think.
Up towards the Shell gas station. He then circled back around towards the cop. At this point, we had the copper came back again, and he had threatened us with a warning for shooting at random cars. Oh no, that was it. The blood circled around. He went up by the PD, and I shot at him as he was going around the corner by the PD. The cop then came and spoke to me about shooting at random cars. I told him I was not shooting at random cars. This was part of a gun battle that had been going on for a while.
We did
it was consensual on all parts.
Yeah, which we tried to tell him several times.
We did.
And explain to him, you know, why we kept shooting at this car and how all parties had agreed. And he would not listen to us.
No, he wouldn't. Then the blood pulled up in his car. Because he saw that we were talking to the cop. And told him that it was consensual. We had all agreed on it. We were having a gun battle. It was fine. And he was basically still saying in voice chat that we were going to get warnings. So we can't follow him to talk to him, and he runs into the PD past the arrest on sight line. So we've got our guns down at this point.
Yeah, we're just hands.
Just hands, nothing. We walk in saying this is not RP. We make it very clear it's not RP.
We just want to speak to him.
We just want to speak. And he cuffs us, takes us into the station, and when he starts reading our Miranda rights, we inform him that he's acting like a child and we're not dealing with it, and we quit the server.
Yeah.
Because frankly, he was acting like a child.
Whilst he was dragging us into the PD, we were saying to him, you know, you don't need to cuff us. You shouldn't be cuffing us. This is not an RP situation. We've come here just to speak to you. We just want to talk to you. And no matter what we said, he just kept dragging us in. And then it was the point where he started reading reading out our Miranda rights, like typing them in chat, that we just kind of had enough. Like, we couldn't deal with him anymore. It'd probably been about 15, 20 minutes since he'd started bugging us. We just left. We even said so in chat. If you look at where he accuses us of doing this, that, and the other, including leaving with cuffs on, we say, yeah, we admit we did leave with cuffs on, but that was because we've been trying to deal with him for the past God knows how long. We just couldn't anymore.
Yeah, that's about it, really.
That it, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so